Choppin' it up with Ramel. Choppin' it up with Ramel. Choppin' it up with Ramel. No notes, straight from the throat. Choppin' it up with Ramel. Choppin' it up with Ramel. Choppin' it up with Ramel. No notes, straight from the throat.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the latest edition of Chopping It Up with Ramel. No notes, straight from the throat. Well, let's get to it, man. First of all, I want to give a happy shout out, happy birthday to my baby sis out there. Hey, I love you. I know you're tuning in. You always do. Happy birthday and enjoy your day. Once again, happy birthday and enjoy your day. All right? Well, listen, it was a quiet day in sports. There was an NFL game last night, a couple of NBA scores to get to, but let's get right to it. What a crushing defeat that was last night for the Washington Redskins at home, man. Here you had a 5-8 Carolina Panthers really playing for nothing, man. Maybe just to play spoilers, maybe to go into FedEx Stadium out there in Washington and ruin the playoff hopes of their former teammate, colleague, Josh Norman. Because that's all they was playing for. They can't make the playoffs. It's not like they have a chance. So they go in there, and this looks like the team of last year. Cam Newton throws for 300 yards, looks pretty good out there. Jonathan Stewart runs for 130 yards. I'm saying, well, where was this team all year long? I mean, they just came in there, took over the game, and just stomped out possibly the Redskins' playoff chances for this season. I mean, now the Redskins are 7-6-1 with 2 games to go. It's going to need a lot of help on the way in. I mean, when this game started, the Redskins was in the 6th spot. Now they fall back to, I believe, not only they fall back, but they fall back 7, 8. They're probably in the 8th spot, possibly 9th spot now. So, not looking good, man. They went from 6th to maybe 8th. I believe Tampa Bay, Green Bay gets in front of them right now. So, not a good look for the Redskins to lose at home. You know Carolina was going to come in and looking to play spoiler this time of the year. They probably playing for pride, playing to stomp out the playoff hopes of a former teammate. Maybe trying to get to 8-8, but whatever. They came in and they were a little bit more prepared than you guys. They got the win. Like I said, Jonathan Stewart, he rushed for over 130 yards. Cam Newton looked like the Cam Newton of old. Where's the running game? Where is the running game for the Washington Redskins? They couldn't run the ball at all, man. At all. They were playing catch-up most of the time, but they had no running game to help them out. I bet they wish they had Alfred Morris last night. But what a horrible loss. What a crushing defeat for the Washington Redskins, man. And you know, this is a game that was a must-win game for them. You know, it would have kept them at pace, kept the other teams at bay. But now they put themselves in a situation where now they got to scratch, claw, kick, and fight to hold on. And quite frankly, I don't know if I can bet my marbles on Kirk Cousins, man. I really don't know if I can bet my marbles on Kirk Cousins to go in there and win these last 2 games. And I think one of these games is going to be against the Giants and possibly I think it's 2 home divisions. I mean, two division games left. I know one of them is against the Giants, so not a good look. Not a good look at all. I think they have Cowboys and Giants the last 2 games. I'll have to double check that. I'll have that information for you tomorrow. But at the end of the day, what a crushing defeat for them, man. A very crushing defeat. And the only thing they got to do is blame themselves, man. This was for them. They was at home Monday night. You know, everybody's watching. You know, and this is where you show that, you know my motto. Stars need to play like stars when stars need to be stars. And Kirk Cousins, who's going to be looking for star money, needed to come up as a star. He needed to be a star last night. And he wasn't. And as a result of it, this is what we're dealing with. This is exactly what we're dealing with. Washington on the bubble right now. Needing help to get in. Yes, needing help to get in. In the upcoming weeks, man, we'll talk about the schedule. You do got a great Thursday night matchup. Giants go down to Philly to play the Eagles on Thursday night, man. Should be interesting. I don't know if the Eagles gonna do what Carolina did, but I just don't see the Eagles really having a chance. I think the Giants are rolling right now. They smell blood. They smell that they can secure a playoff spot with a win. I think they just go and get the win. I don't see anything getting in the way of the Giants right now. At least not the Eagles. I don't see that happening. So, but there's more games. Like I said, at this time of the year, every game is crucial. Every game is a playoff. So we'll talk about more of the schedule in the upcoming weeks, man. All right. Off to the NBA, man. It was about 5 games in action last night. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is a team, man. I don't know, man. It could be this could be said for the majority of the Eastern Conference teams, man. You have a bunch of teams in the Eastern Conference that are just 1 or 2 games over 500, 1 or 2 games under 500, or just simply at 500. And it's been like that all year long. And I think the playoffs is going to be determined by which team goes on the run last and which team goes on a losing run last. Because the way it looks now, a 2-3 game winning streak, you're the 3rd seed. 2-3 game winning streak, you're the 3rd seed. 3 game losing streak, you're 6 through 10. And that's been the theme all year. All year. Atlanta. And they're not alone when I say this. They went on the road in Toronto, come home, lose to Charlotte, now go on the road, win at OKC. Go figure. You say if they had just sandwiched in that win at home, it's be a good little run. But no, win one, lose one. Win one, lose one. By the way, Russell Westbrook had 46 points in a losing effort. This guy's incredible, man. Incredible, man. Coming off that 25, 11, and 22 assists victory, come home, gets 46 in a losing effort against Atlanta Hawks. Schroeder had a big game, by the way. But I don't know what's going on with this team. You win one, you lose one, and the ones you expect them to win, they don't win. The ones you expect them to lose, they win. I just don't know what's going on with this lineup. But it goes to show you they got a little talent there. They should be better than what they are. If they can beat teams that they're supposed to, if they can beat teams that you expect them to lose against, I just tell you they got a little talent, man. And they need to get it together over there, man. They need to get it together over there. Consistency. And they're not alone. That's Indiana. That's another team. They knocked off Washington last night. And the thing about that is that it's the first time this year that Paul George had back-to-back 25-point games. But the point is this. They've been up and down. I think they won 2 in a row now. And now they going to the Garden tonight. The Knicks catch them on a back-to-back. Knicks in need of a win. And this team the Knicks ain't been no different than any other Eastern Conference team other than Cleveland and Toronto. They have not been any different. Win 2, lose 3, win 3, lose 1, win 2, lose 1, win 1, lose 2. That's been the Knicks team too. Right now, they sit at 6th place. 3 games ago, they was in 3rd place. 3-game losing streak, down to 6th place. They're 14 and 13. The Pacers are 15 and 14. That same scenario. I mean, that's the theme of the Eastern Conference, man. So it's going to come down to who wins 5-6 games out of their last 7 to get in the playoffs at the end of the season. Because you're going to have a bunch of teams around 500. And I mean, all of a sudden, Chicago is winning now. As they take on Detroit. That's another team. Been up and down. I mean, it's the theme of the East, man. I mean, so you had the Pacers, they beat the Wizards. Then you had the Bulls take on Detroit, they beat Detroit. And the Bulls, we've seen them knock off Cleveland, then lose 3-4 in a row, come back, win 2, lose 1. I mean, it's just been the theme all year, man. I don't know what to make of it. Is it parity? Is it that teams are just weak? What is it, man? I mean, I don't know. Is it poor coaching? Is it too much money and people don't have the hunger or the desire to play? I mean, and that's something to think about too. You got some teams out there, man. I know I touched about this yesterday in the NFL, especially with the quarterback. But in the NBA, these past two off seasons, with the salary cap increasing the way it did, especially after that TV deal, you have some people, some players, man, making money that I don't know if they really earned it, man. I really don't know if they really earned it, man. I mean, Hassan Whiteside was making $900,000 a year to $23 million a year. Went from $900,000 to $23 million a year. Now, is he one of the top 5 centers in the game? Perhaps. Did he earn $23 million a year? That's what I would like to know. Now, you know me. I'm in favor of the players getting their share of the pot. But receiving your share of the pot doesn't necessarily mean you earned it. And not we gotta keep it real here. Yeah. Hey, if 51% of the income generated by the NBA should be distributed across the board for the players, I'm in favor of that. But it doesn't mean that somebody who played half the time in half a season in the D League comes up, shows a little promise, and then gets a 4-year, $72 million deal. Which we seen that happen last year too, by the way. 4 years, $72 million deal. Played half a season in the D League last year. Now, I'm not hating. Question is, did these players earn it? And now that they received it, are they hungry? Are they hungry? Because I look around the NBA, man, I see mediocrity. That's what I see. I see average play. I mean, yeah, I'm one of the biggest NBA fans you're gonna find, and I think it's been fun, and some of the games have been exciting. But when you step back and look at it, and maybe because I see in a different era, the talent level's not there. Everybody's running for 3-point shots. Defense is horrible. I mean, literally horrible. Attitudes of players is unbelievable. Is it because the pockets are fat? I mean, at the end of the day, although this is a dream, a childhood dream for these players, and they may have passion for the sport, overall it's a business, it's a place of employment, and it's a job for them. And I know just like them, we probably the same way. We get excited when we hear the news that we're receiving a raise. But at the same time, the money that they're getting today, can it prevent them from playing as hard, working on their game like they should? This doesn't go for everyone out there. But it does go for a lot of these players, man. You got, in this new CBA, the average NBA player is going to make $9 million. The average. So that means you're going to have NBA players that don't even play that's going to make about $5 million a year. Do you think they care if they're playing or not, making $5 million a year? And they can do that for 5-6 years, bounce around from team to team to team, signing a 1-year deal for $5 million or a 2-year deal for $10 million? Do you really think that's going to pump them up to play as hard? What you're going to have is cats doing one and done, hurrying to get to the money. Don't blame them. Don't blame them for getting to the money. But the question, do they have the talent that matches the money? Will they play as hard that matches the money? Will they? That's to be determined. And thus far, we're not seeing it this year. Defense is atrocious. the fundamentals of 3-on-1 fast break, which is a layup, is gone. A 3-on-1 fast break is two guys running to the three-point line in the corner. That's not basketball, man. Basketball is about making the game easier, getting the easiest shot out there. The easy shot is attacking the basket for a layup, drawing a foul, using the backboard off the glass, not running to the corner for a three-point shot. And that gives you no assistance off the glass. Yeah, the NBA is down as far as skill sets and talent. Yeah, there's some great stories going on. The Westbrooks, the Hardens. Yeah, the trio in Cleveland scoring over 20. The trio in Golden State scoring over 20. Yeah, a bunch of 40-point games by guys that you didn't expect. Yeah, there's some stories going on. But is it because defense is down? Because talent is down? Because cats' pockets are fat and they don't want to play as hard? It's something to think about. It is really something to think about. I don't think this league is filled with that much parity. It would be nice to think that or know that, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe the NBA should adopt the NFL rule. No guarantees. You might see a change in effort. But anyway, the Knicks, man, hopefully they can get back to their winning ways. They host the Pacers tonight. Then I believe they got the Pacers tonight, Orlando the following night, Boston on Christmas, and then they go on the road to close out. I think they got New Orleans, Houston. And there's another team, man. But anyway, they need to go 5-1 the rest of the way in the month of December. There's 6 games. I'm aware of that. They need to go 5-1. Worst case scenario, 4-2. But they need to get this done in the worst way, man. They need to come home with or without Derrick Rose. Word is he going to play? But with or without Derrick Rose, they need to get it done. They really need to get it done. All right? That's going to do it for my show today, man. I'll be back at it tomorrow at 24. Y'all have a great Tuesday. Peace and blessings to all. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, this is Ramel, chopping it up with Ramel. No notes, straight from the throat.